Yeah. So hello everyone. Welcome to today's video. This is Shan Magaraj. I'm continuing my efforts on producing good videos in topics of project management, agile and leadership series. Today we're continuing our journey on benefit realization management. Essentially we're going to discuss on what are the critical success enablers for BRM. Critical success enablers are capabilities that contribute to the effectiveness and efficiency of the organization efforts. So essentially, as part of enablers, we are trying to build the capabilities to contribute in terms of planning and executing and monitoring it. Your efforts towards BRM. So employing CSEs in initiatives like portfolio and program directly improves organization ability to achieve intended outcomes and planned benefits. So having CSAs in place helps an organization effectively manage each initiative's trajectory and performance. So basically, it is enabling you to build the capabilities to identify the and improve the organization ability to achieve the intended outcomes, to effectively manage the performance and the process of BRMs. The first CSE, first enabler is establishing a clear BRM roles and responsibilities. So you need to define a clear set of roles and responsibility for benefits realization management. So you need to assign a benefit owners and sponsors and then other involved leaders to be aligned with organization governance structure and BRM strategy. Right? So the sponsors and BRM beneficiaries and top leadership should be aligned with the organization's governance structure and BRM strategy. So these leaders should have accountability and responsibility to lead across BRM cycle. Right? BRM cycle include in conception, execution, and sustaining it. So you can use RASI metrics or RASI charts to identify the accountabilities and responsibilities of a key role. Right? So it's a simple metrics you can identify who are the leaders will be responsible for, what are the accountabilities and responsibilities in terms of BRM activities. The second enabler is develop a right BRM culture. Right? How do we develop a right BRM culture? Is one way is adopting BRM concepts, terminology, and process across initiatives. You try to adopt that all the required processes and activities and concepts and vocabulary in terms of BRM, right? That is one way of developing a right culture and incorporating benefits formally in every business case or every BRM plan and assessing the initiative to check the alignment with the strategic goals and focusing on both tangible and intangible benefits and establishing an appropriate governance. So these are the ways in which we can develop a right BRM culture. So you need to teams should adopt right BRM teams, entire top leadership, your initiative leaders, stakeholders, the team players, and everybody should adopt the BRM concept and terminology, and they should build a right set of formal way of incorporating benefits in charters and business cases, assessing the initiatives, check the alignment of the initiatives with the benefits, focusing on both tangible and intangible, and establishing the appropriate governance structure. Right. The third one is building a right skill set. Right. There are four types of skills. PMI talks about for BRM. First is the governance roles where the top management, the sponsors, and benefit owners are responsible for that. They are responsible for establishing a BRM criteria and metrics to be monitored and review and approve the BRM plans and charters, right? To check the alignment and formal announcement of the benefits as well as the outcomes. Assess the performance against the BRM criteria at regular intervals, right? That's about the governance role. The second role is the stakeholders roles. It's about middle management leaders and operation management leaders. You may include benefit owners as sponsor if required, actually. So identifying the initiatives that can be lead to a realization of the strategic benefits. Right, the middle management people and operation level people, right, management leaders, they will identify the right set of initiatives. So they validate the benefit management baselines and the targets for each initiative, what they are responsible for. The third role is a manager role where these people are portfolio and program project and change managers. They're responsible for managing the contribution of their area of expertise to overall benefits throughout the BRM cycle. So these people will lead the projects or program. So they'll contribute their area of expertise. They may be of testing manager, they may be a development manager, design managers, right? These roles are report to governance roles and they interact with the stakeholders and the specialist. The final role is a specialist role. It's like a person who is specialist in benefit analysis or business analytics. So they generally facilitate workshops with governance and stakeholders to identify and select the benefits and creates a benefit traceability matrix, and they support manager roles to ensure that alignment of outputs with the benefits. The fourth enabler is embrace flexibility. Right, so in dynamic and changing environment, few programs or projects are delivered may not be as delivered as originally planned actually, right? So the benefit being short may also be need to be changed and adopted to the new situation. So that is very, very important. You embrace the flexibility because your portfolios and programs, your organization is exposed to microeconomical factors, government policies, climate changes, all those things will affect the projects, will affect your initiatives, right? So due to the changing environment, a few projects may fail, few projects may not deliver the expected benefits. So in that situation, you should be able to benefits alignment need to be changed, adopted to the new situation so that you can have the new way of tracking it, new set of metrics in place, you can rearrange your benefits and planning accordingly, right? The fifth one is the strengthening the governance and risk management. So identification of key risks and appropriate governance structures are essential for your successful BRM management. The BRM to be embedded into existing governance structure of portfolios, programs, and the projects. So benefit realization management need to be embedded, right? Existing governance structure of the portfolios and the initiatives what are doing. So BRM should be embedded with that. So you need to ensure that adequate BRM metrics are available to monitor for both tangible and intangible benefits, right? The final one, the final enabler is establishing a tracking for benefits actually. So you need to have a tracking mechanism, monitoring and controlling mechanism for tracking the benefits. So identifying the appropriate BRM metrics for using effective management and leadership. Okay, so there are people responsible for governance team, and this a specialist might help you to identify the appropriate metrics for you to have an effective management leadership and to provide insights and allowing degree of forecasting for successful realization, right? In terms of any changes, flexible things are coming into any environmental changes. So you need to be flexible and you need to provide the insights of the changes. You need to allow the degree of forecasting for successful realization, right? These are the 6 enablers of effective BRM management. So with that, we have come to the conclusion of this particular video. Hope you got a reasonable fair idea about what are the critical success enablers for BRM, right? Thanks a lot for your time. I'm looking for your feedback and comments so that I can improve on my delivery and my contents. It will help you, in your career and your development areas, right? So thanks a lot for your time. Bye bye.